Now, Mike Ashley, the founder of Sports Direct, has bought House of Fraser. We still don't know quite how many stores he's going to keep open or exactly what he's going to do with it. But the deal has led to speculation that he might now try and buy Debenhams, another struggling mid-market department store chain. Kate Hardcastle is a retail analyst at Insight with Passion. Kate, just looking back at the price that Mike Ashley has paid to buy House of Fraser out of administration, he's paying about £90 million. By my calculation, the outstanding debt and the shareholders' equity that's in there is about £900 million. So he's getting it at a 10% coupon discount. That's a pretty good price, isn't it?
But what are you going to do with that business? We've got a business that's 169 years old, has struggled over previous years, has completely lost faith and lost interaction engagement with the consumers. And you've got a traditional part of it, because its online isn't working that well, that's reliant on heavy duty stores, big rent and rates, lots of costs. And if you're going to do anything with that brand, even keeping the doors open, it's got huge costs ahead. Ditto, the same sort of challenges at the Debenhams brands. He might also look to merge into some kind of, we're told, Harrods of the High Street, but I've got a lot of challenges to that possible plan.
So House of Fraser may have failed, but does that mean that the whole idea of a department store chain is now broken? That even under new management, with new ideas, with Mike Ashley behind it, a mid-market department store chain can no longer work in the UK?
That's where you've hit the nail on the head. I think you've got value almost in Primark as a department store working very well indeed. I think you've got these tourist destinations, iconic department stores, high service, high value, high brands in the Selfridge and Harrods of this world. But in the middle market, we've got people who are very price sensitive. And if they're going to pay for something that's service related, exceptional brands, iconic places to be, social media in terms of talking to their friends about where they're going, what they're meeting, it's got to be phenomenal. And that costs a lot of money to create and doesn't always provide the return on investment immediately. If we look at his takeover of Lillywhites, he suggested that was going to be the Selfridges of sport. And I think that shows there's no correlation actually between Selfridges and what is created there. It's very discount-led.
Does John Lewis fall into your description of those inhabiting the blasted middle ground?
I think John Lewis is safely vanilla. I think they have the brilliant reassurance for consumers in troubling times, which is never knowingly undersold. And that's been put to the test. I think also they're not as fragmented and broken on the omni-channel, the online and the stores working collaboratively. And they're still a reassuring destination for many of the customers. In turbulent times, they've been a consistent heartbeat. That doesn't mean there aren't challenges there either.
So we've spoken about House of Fraser and Debenhams. What other high street names should we be keeping a close eye on in the next 6 months?
If you can imagine a traditional high street, anyone in there that is selling not at discount or not at premium, something innovative, different, not an indie that's new and got a whole ream of followers who are excited by it, they're going to have a challenging time leading up to Christmas. And Christmas is going to be make or break for the middle market. You cannot be a bland brand. You've got to cut out if you want to charge anything other than a value price for it, because the value discounters are doing so well in that place. You've got to make it count for a very savvy consumer.
Thank you very much, Kate Hardcastle from Insight with Passion.